My name is Olusegun Olarewaju Adebayo. We are continuing with the series of what a disciplined child should know, and we're talking today about personal hygiene. First is your life, and it is important you have healthy living. Your personal hygiene is very important to you. The school can do a lot to help you, but sometimes we put too much pressure on the school. The school cannot know what is going on inside of you. The school cannot know whether you are wearing a clean singlet or a clean boxer. The school cannot know whether a woman is wearing a clean underwear. The school can see the service. The school cannot know whether you have washed your hand or not. Now we have been told that we should always maintain a very clean habit, starting with taking our bath properly, using the right soap, and making sure that we clean up properly. The school cannot know whether you have done that. So many sicknesses are contacted by sheer carelessness. And you're going to spend more money on such when you have done what is right. You will reduce the number of times you will fall sick when you maintain a good personal hygiene. You will reduce the pressure on your head when you maintain a good personal hygiene. Lack of personal hygiene can make people fall sick and remain at home inactive for days, if not months, if not years. Lack of personal hygiene can make people to get killed, died. They will contact very bad diseases, and at the end of the day, they may not survive it. So what that means is that you should do this for yourself. Being neat is not about award winning. It is about your own welfare. And when you are not well off, you cannot be productive. So know that importantly, for you to be productive, you must be in good health condition. For instance, always close the toilet doors in your house, even if you are the only one living in the house. Always close the toilet doors. Either you are in the toilet or you are not in the toilet. Always flush the toilet when you use the toilet. And make sure that the toilet is well flushed. Ensure that there is water to clean the toilet before using the toilet. If you didn't flush the toilet, somebody will come into the toilet after you have left the toilet, and what that means is that that person will meet a mess in the toilet. Now it is about that person. Next time it could be about you. So sometimes it is what you sow in the process of using the toilet that somebody else will reap, and it is what somebody else will sow that you will reap. So people have formed this habit, unfortunately, that when they go to public places, they use the toilet and they don't flush it. They don't even care to find out whether the toilet, there's water in the toilet or not. You're in a hurry. Once the waste come out of the human body, it's a waste, and it becomes infectious because it came out because it's a waste. So and it can create viral diseases. Either it's your saliva or it's any waste from your body, it can create viral diseases that will not only affect you, but will affect a larger society. And if you think you are safe, you have done it and left, somebody may use it, contact some disease, then you may also be affected, because once it goes viral, it becomes a bad case. Knock on the toilet door that are closed. Don't just bump into a toilet. Doesn't mean the person at the other side of the toilet may not remember to lock it at the back properly. Knock and expect a response. Unless you are the only one living in that house and using the toilet. Even at that, form the habit of knocking on the toilet door. And once there is, always clean up your toilet, even if it is properly flushed. Sometimes cobwebs, water drop on the toilets, on the toilet floor. Then you have to ensure that you clean it up. And once you use the toilet, clean up properly and ensure that your dresses are not stained in the process. And if they are, and you are around the house, change or clean up. Do not wear your singlet, your pants more than once. What it means is that when you go out with your singlet or pants and you are back home for the day, you are not supposed to repeat them the following day. It's due to be washed. Sometimes it is seen as if they are not dirty. Once you wear them, they are dirty. They are the clothes that come very close to your body. It's not like your upper dress. You should make it an habit, either a male or a female. Anything that comes under your body should be worn once and should not be repeated. You don't need to have many, because sometimes you think until you have a dozen, you can't maintain a personal hygiene. If you wash your singlet or boxers or anything overnight and you spread it in the bedroom, it will dry up in another day. At least having 2, 3 is not bad. And if you are enjoying enough to have many, teacher will check whether you have a personal hygiene. It's a check on yourself. Once you are neat internally, it creates some level of confidence for you, even when you are interacting with other people. Always brush your mouth in the morning, and anytime you sleep in the afternoon or you have a nap. And anytime you have closed your mouth for a long time, try and brush it. Naturally, some people have mouth odor. It could be because of their body formation. But if that is not a terminal sickness, no human being is created perfect. And once you discover that you have such, make sure that you create confidence by ensuring that each time you need to brush, you brush properly. If need be, ask your dentist for the type of toothpaste you should use. These things are not expensive. It's because we didn't really budget for them that make them to look very expensive. Clean your shoes before going out. Nobody respects you when you don't clean your shoes or when you wear a tattered shoe. And doesn't cost you much to do that. You should have a polish, you should have the rag you use to clean your shoes every time. Excuse yourself from the crowd each time you are coughing or sneezing. Even before the COVID pandemic, it is not good to cough or sneeze in the public. Once you are going through that, don't forget You must carry an handkerchief or a tissue paper always, but also excuse yourself. Wear socks where necessary to the shoes or sandal you are wearing as acceptable and as recommended, and wear them for one day only. At the end of every day, you should know that you have to wash them. Take care of your fingernails. Ensure that you don't keep long fingers. When you are in show business, maybe you want to show off with your fingers. But most people eat with their hand, and it has been confirmed that many sicknesses are contacted through finger. Now we have been told to use hand wash. Now we have been told to wash our hands every time. What that means is that keeping a long nail for your head is getting not fashionable anymore. Do not wear torn dresses. That is not fashionable. Even I see young men now putting on torn jeans as fashion. Well, the people we know that put on torn dresses are sick people who have some mental sicknesses, and they can be forgiven for that. And once they get well, I'm sure they want to return to their normal self. Help elderly people to lay bed in your house. That is, if you have learned how to lay your own bed. Some people just wake up and just leave the house without laying their bed. Don't forget, as you lay your bed, so shall you lie on it. So you lay your bed, you lie on it that way. If you don't lay your bed, you won't lie on it well. So you are coming back to a rumpled bed. So make it an habit. Wake up on time and lay your bed. You don't have to put clothes that you worn out on your bed. They should have the appropriate place. No matter how rough, no matter how tired you are, no matter how bad the day was, no matter how small your room is, space management is important for you. You don't have to carry excessive luggage that makes your room not manageable. You should know where you put your things in the house, where you put your socks, where you put your dresses, where you put your shoes, and you should follow such protocol. Do not go out without an handkerchief. Learn how to use tissue paper. Learn how to use toilet paper. If you have wound in any part of your body, go to the clinic. Do not engage in self-medication. You have cases when people have wound and they don't treat it well. It is infected further and it causes trouble for them. Do not take any unrecommended drug. If you have any sickness, take drug. Don't be scared of anything. You see, one of the problems people have is they think that once they go and see a doctor, then something will go wrong. No. There are people who have terrible sicknesses and they get well. Doctors are trained to treat you. Nurses are trained to treat you. And they are well trained to take care of you. So do not be afraid of visiting a clinic. Do not be afraid of expressing yourself, telling them the whole truth. They are trained to keep your secret. They're trained not to disclose what you have told them. So don't be afraid of telling them, this is what I'm going through. Then once you tell them, it can help preventing further damage to your head. Do not off your dress in the sitting room of your house. The sitting room is not your wardrobe. You go into houses and you see people throw things everywhere because the house is big enough. And once you form that habit, the whole house will be disorganized. Once you get to the house, move to your room and pull off your dress if you need to pull off your dress. And once you are going out of your house, dress properly. You're not allowed to wear what they call a nightgown outside your home. You are not allowed to wear what you call a nightgown, even to the balcony of your home. A pajamas or a nightgown is supposed to be worn in your room. You're not supposed to wear a pajamas or a nightgown to your brother's or sister's room within the same house. If you are opposite sex, you're not supposed to wear your pajamas or a nightgown to the sitting room for a meeting with external people, even if it is your house. These things are not made for meetings. You're not supposed to wear pajamas to welcome some guests into your house. These are not outing dresses. Wear them in your room. If you are a wife or a husband, wear them where you have your spouses. But you're not supposed to take them outside and be cooking in the kitchen with your pajamas on and your children running around all the places. And you have some parents who ask, maybe they are my children, especially women. So maybe they are my children. What is wrong with this? There's something wrong with that. Your children are not supposed to look at you nude unless you are sick and there's nobody who can attend to you. And they're the only one who could possibly dress you up when you are sick. They're not supposed to look at you nude. And I repeat myself, they're not supposed to look at you nude. So it's not fashionable when you see some daddies taking bath with Junior in the bedroom. No, it's not acceptable. Junior should take his own bath. And if Junior is not strong, is not big boy enough to take his own bath, you should take Junior's bath and take your bath separately. Put all your dresses in proper places, not just you leave your dress in the bedroom, you leave it in the toilet, you leave it in the balcony, and anywhere you feel and you are looking for it. Once you teach yourself this as a child, it becomes easy for you to grow with it. And once you know this as an adult, it becomes easy for you to teach other people this. These are some of the basic things that stands you out from other people, that makes you look unique, that make you better trained than other people. And some of these things are not taught in schools. And when they are taught in school, we think they are intruding into privacy of us. No. To live a holistic life, you must be happy at home, outside the home. And the way you are seen at home is the same perception people will have of you outside the home. When you leave your home and go visiting, and you don't follow these basic rules, you are not seen as a disciplined person. When you leave your home and go visiting, and you don't follow rules that are standard, you are not respected. And once you are used to that, you make it a generational thing. You are teaching people who are coming behind you. You are imbibing it as a culture. You shouldn't wash your hand because people are there. You should wash your hand because it is good for you. You shouldn't take your bath because somebody will complain that you are not taking your bath. You should take your bath because it is good for you. You shouldn't barb your hair because people are complaining. You should barb your hair because it is good for you. You shouldn't wash your singlet because somebody is seeing it. You should wash it because it is good for you. You shouldn't clean your shoe because somebody is looking at you. You should clean your shoes because it is good for you. You shouldn't cut your fingernails because somebody is looking at you. You should do that because it is good for you. So, these are things that are good for you, that will help your life, that will make you live a fulfilled life, and that will transform you in several ways as you move around the world.